Hey, what is up guys, welcome back to the channel and welcome back to Gran Turismo 7. So earlier on today I was kind of just looking through the used car dealership, seeing what cars are about, seeing kind of, what's in the Legends, what's in the used car. Obviously it rotates on usually a daily basis, and I kind of caught wind of a little bit of a surprise. It's a rather bizarre, silly little error, but it will kind of bring me on to what I'm going to talk about after I've actually shown you what I'm actually talking about to begin with. So let's quickly go and have a look at the used car dealership. As you can see here, we have a Toyota Sprinter Torino 1600 GT Apex. Obviously the separate version, the Shigino version. As you can see, if we click on it, it's 1,257 miles, 120,000 credits. As you can see from the power, 207 brake horsepower, 825 kilogram naturally aspirated. And if we kind of just scroll down a little bit, let me know if you kind of notice something. I'll just kind of let you wait for this one. Yeah, look right there. Brand new in, we have another Toyota Sprinter Torino 1600 GT Apex, the Shigino version yet again. This time for 104,000 credits, basically 105,000 credits, 20,000 miles on this one, hence the cheaper price by a little bit. 207 brake horsepower, 125 kilogram, NA, naturally aspirated. Everything pretty much checks out. The only difference is it's higher mileage, hence a little dip in price. And it kind of got me thinking. This to me just seems like another silly little error on Polyphony's part that kind of seems to constantly creep into this game and really kind of just, I don't know, just seems a bit bizarre and strange that these silly little things can continue to happen. I think what kind of bugs me about these little kind of, I guess, errors and maybe even little bugs or whatever you want to call them that creep into this game is the fact that it just continues to happen. GT7 is supposed to be the kind of, I guess, exclusive console racer for PlayStation that is designed to shift consoles. In this case, obviously shift PlayStation 5 consoles or PlayStation 4 consoles, obviously mainly catered towards, getting people to buy a PlayStation 5 over the likes of, an Xbox and stuff like that. If people are racing fans, they're going to then gravitate towards whichever console has the best racer at the time. And silly little mistakes like this from a company which has always been held in such high regard, probably until recently, with kind of the launch and all that stuff that went on with GT7 over a year ago at this point. It seems that these silly little mistakes constantly creeping through are really just getting, a little bit more and more obvious. Usually when it comes to silly little things that kind of get, I guess, maybe even mistranslated and such, is things such as certain cars on release in the patch notes getting told that they're in the Legends and then they end up in the used car dealer. I believe that's happened twice. Just silly little things that you just shouldn't expect from a AAA game with a developer behind it who is notorious for making insanely detailed racing games, insanely memorable racing games, now going down the route of just making constant silly decisions and constant silly mistakes. And it does make me wonder really where Polyphony are at in 2023. There's a lot of unanswered questions from the Gran Turismo community. There's a lot of people wanting a lot more from this game, especially with it being a numbered title and not really a spin-off as such. And I just feel like the kind of, I guess, quality checking just isn't there. We had another kind of, I guess, weird thing earlier on in kind of December 2022 with the Christmas update being rather quite buggy and not really feeling like it's had a quality check over it, with events not being able to be actually completed until around about 3 months later. It was just outright bizarre. And again, it just kind of goes back to this, I guess, feeling that, do they really care about Gran Turismo 7 as much as we like to think? When I see little things like this kind of falling through the cracks almost nearly monthly at this point, it seems like every month we have something ridiculous like this happen, whether it be like this, a duplicate car coming in and taking up a spot of another car that's probably not, been there for a good amount of time, whether we see things like legend cars kind of disappearing for months on end and then, taking nearly a year to fix, whether it be things like, gold medals not ticking off for events and then taking months to patch, or steering wheels not quite working. It does kind of make me think, kind of where is Polyphony's head at when it comes to Gran Turismo 7 these days? I think the reason it really does irk me is the fact that there is a lot of love in this game. Let's be quite honest, the car models are phenomenal. You know, the tracks are, again, phenomenal. They're very, very detailed compared to a lot of racers. It's a proper, I guess, historic franchise. People have grown up with this franchise. There's a movie coming out. There's the World Series. Fanatec are, you know, sponsoring it. You've got a movie coming out for this. It's a big, big franchise, but silly little mistakes just kind of almost seem to kill off its credibility. It's just silly little things where people will pick up on it and then just think, you know, how have Polyphony yet again done something so ridiculous and I guess so minute? You know, where is the quality control checks? Let me know what you guys think. Do you think, you know, Polyphony need to kind of get their act together and be quicker on kind of patching these little kind of errors and, you know, jumping on things a lot faster instead of letting it fester for months? Or do you think, you know, it's fine the way it is? Just let me know down below. It's just a quick little thought I had when jumping on today. See you later, guys. Peace.